Oscar Romeo 4 India Sierra Sierra, Oscar Romeo 4 ISS, this is India Kilo 1 Sierra Lima Delta, calling for a scheduled ARISS contact. Do you copy, Doug? Over.
Kilo 1 Sierra Lima Delta, this is November Alpha 1 Sierra Sierra, the International Space Station. I got you loud and clear.
Okay, Oscar Romeo 4 India Sierra Sierra India Kilo 1 Sierra Lima Delta, Claudio. Your signal is clear and loud, and I'm operating the Telebridge station in Casale Monferrato, supporting operation for India Zulu 2 Papa Whiskey X-ray in Leopardi Institute in Lecco. Doug, are you ready for the first question? Over.
Hi, Claudio. It's great to talk to you. Yes, I'm ready for the questions. Over.
Okay, go ahead, Emma.
My name is Emma. Why did you become an astronaut? Over.
Hi, Emma. That's a great question. Well, it was when I was a young child. It was a very, very exciting thing to do. It's something I didn't think I would be able to reach this kind of a dream, though, and so it took me a lot of efforts and hard work and studying in school. But it was a challenging job, something that was very exciting in my mind, and so I set it as a goal for my professional life. Over.
My name is Claudia. Is it difficult to become an astronaut? Over.
Hi, Laura. It's actually it's like anything that's worthwhile in life. If you want to be an astronaut, if you want to be a doctor, or you want to be a teacher, or whatever it is that you want to become, if it's a goal for your life, there are some difficulties along the way. You're going to run into hard times. There's going to be subjects in school that are a little more difficult than others. Maybe you'll run into people who don't really think that you can accomplish your goals, but you have to just persevere. So it does have its difficulties, but you have to just stick to it and keep your eyes focused on your goals. Over.
My name is Arianna. How long have you been on the ISS? Over.
Hi, that's a great question. Well, I've been here since June 15th, so almost 6 months here on the space station. And we go back to planet Earth tomorrow. Over.
My name is Francesca. Which is your mission on the ISS? Over.
Hi, great question. Well, right now I'm the commander of Expedition 25 aboard the International Space Station. And I came up here during Expedition 24, and there was a Russian cosmonaut that was the commander. And for the last few months, I've been the commander of the space station. Over.
My name is Pietro. What is your typical day on the ISS? Over.
Hi, Pedro. Well, the typical day, we get up at 6 in the morning, 6 a.m., and we have a little bit of time to ourselves to get ready for our day. And then we have a morning conference at 7:30 in the morning, and then we have regular duties throughout the day from 7:30 till about 5 p.m. and then we have some breaks in there and a chance to do some exercise and to stay fit, and also we have breaks for meals. Over.
My name is Giulia. What part of your job do you like most? Over.
That's a great question, and actually this is the part of the job that I like the most, talking to you. It's really a lot of fun. It's really great fun to look out the window and see our beautiful planet. But it's the most fun to share it with other people and to try to explain to you what I'm seeing and what it's like to have your dreams come true. Over.
Okay, Doug, from now on, uplink from Lecco.
My name is Elisa. What is your favorite moment during the day on ISS? Over.
Oh, I think probably my favorite moment is the chances that I can look out the window. Sometimes we get very, very busy in the laboratories and doing our science experiments, and we forget to go to a window to look outside, and that's a real shame, and I don't ever want to do that. I want to be able to take a few moments at the end of the day at least to look out the window. Over.
My name is Giovanni. Do you have any free time? Over.
Yes, well, I don't have as much as I would like, but usually every Sunday and Saturday and Sunday we have some free time, and in the evenings we have some free time as well during the week. And so we do have a little bit of free time, and a lot of that time we spend either looking out the window or communicating via email to our friends and family. Over.
My name is Alice. What was your first impression when you saw space? Over.
Oh my gosh, my first impression was, wow, what a beautiful planet we live on, because when I came to space, it's so dark and so desolate and a little bit scary out here in space. And then when you look at the Earth, it's such an explosion of color and life and motion. It's just, it makes me, my first impression is like, what a beautiful, beautiful planet we live on. Over.
My name is Maria Chiara. What is life like in a space station? Over.
Well, it's a little crowded, not really crowded. It's a big, big place, and but everyday life is pretty busy up here, working in the laboratories and everything. We get a chance to visit with our Russian cosmonaut teammates, usually through the day. We get a chance to experience new culture, sharing each other's cultural differences and ideas, and are able to talk about those, and also be able to work on a lot of our science experiments. And so it's a really, really great place to work. Over.
My name is Ruben. How can you all live together in such a small space? Over.
Well, Ruben, it takes practice, really. You have to be of the right mindset and the right frame of mind to work in an environment like this, because you're kind of closed in a little bit. And I haven't seen new people in about 6 months. It's been just us up here. Usually these expeditions get a visiting space shuttle or something that comes up, but we have to learn to work with each other and understand each other's differences and get along together. So it's challenging, but it's a lot of fun. Over.
My name is Laura. What do you think is Europe's role in the space race? Over.
Back to Casale, please. Back to Casale, please.
A lot of our equipment up here is built in Italy, in Germany. We've got astronauts from several different countries in the European Union, and we do a lot of our training in Cologne, Germany. We've got training facilities in France and the Netherlands, and of course we've got our great Alenia Aerospace company in Italy, where a lot of our hardware is built. And so Europe's role is just as important, even more so important than the roles of other countries and continents on our planet, in the role of space. And so we're very, very excited about the future for European astronauts and the European Space Agency as well. Over.
My name is Stefano. Do you really float like we see in films while on the ISS? Over.
Ripeti Gian Pietro.
My name is Stefano. Do you really float like we see in films while on the ISS? Over.
Yes, we do, and that can be a problem sometimes, because everything is floating up here, so you have to be really careful when you're eating food or drinking.
Claudio, siamo alla fine?
Liquid out of a bag, or going to the bathroom, or brushing your teeth, all the things that are very easy on Earth. Everything is floating up here in space, so you have to be very, very careful and learn to keep things clean. Over.
Okay, Doug, stop questions. We are losing your signal.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And some words from a teacher from Lecco.
Hi, Doug. My name is Carol Frank. I'm the American teacher here at Leopardi. I just wanted to say thanks very much. Happy Thanksgiving. Have a safe trip home, and come visit us here on Lake Como. Thanks.
Over.
Oh my goodness, that's an invitation to Lake Como. I will be there as soon as I can get there. Thank you so much for the Thanksgiving wishes, and happy Thanksgiving to you and to your family and to everyone there. We all should take time to give thanks for the things that we have and the things that we can experience. And I'm very, very thankful for the opportunity to talk to you, because this is just a really, really wonderful job.
Loss of signal.
Okay.
Yes, loss of signal.